Hey everyone, thanks for finding the podcast and taking time to listen. Ehnotherpodcast.com is where you can find everything to do with the podcast. Now, I'm on Twitter, Ehnother Podcast. You can just look it up, Ehnother Podcast. Thank you very much, and here is the show. Hello everyone, welcome to the podcast. I'm James, your host, and with me again is OJ.
Hello!
Hello! I was telling you I'm going to turn my phone on vibrate, because if I get an email...
Oh, yeah?
This is what happens. I'm going to show you right now. Sounds. Right here. Get ready for this?
Yep.
Hello! Anybody there? Honey Boo Boo waits on nobody.
Oh, Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo. Yeah, I got different ones. I have an iPhone, so I make my own ringtones.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you can do the same thing with your phone.
No.
But I actually bought this one from Adam Carolla, so, I usually use this for my text tone, except my mom texted me right in front of me, and it didn't work out so well. It's kind of funny.
It's just a waste of my time.
So, that's usually my my go-to text thing. It's just
a waste of my time.
that I got a text or something a second ago, or email. Anyhow, so if I get a text message, it doesn't matter who it's from, except for my wife, because my wife gets this one.
I ain't never seen a ass like that.
Right? There's somebody who used to get this. My buddy at work, his name is Rock. He's French.
Okay.
R-O-C-H.
Yeah.
So he gets this one.
Fine. Let the rock off me,
You know what that's from, eh?
Tenacious D.
Yeah, Tenacious D. And then I got another friend at work. It goes like this.
Hey, bro. What's up, bro? What's going on, bro? Oh, nothing, bro.
So I'm gonna have to make one for you, so you don't get the.
It's just a waste of my time.
Right?
Oh, that was fun.
It
It's
is
just
funny.
a waste of my time.
When the kids message me, that's what happens, eh? I got this for you for a ringtone if you call me.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister and I, you start that just for 3 seconds or whatever, and both of us recite it like that.
Yeah.
Like it was in our memory, just recently, we watched it. But I haven't watched that movie in I don't know how many years.
There's only one problem with this ringtone, because it goes so long, and I'm just dancing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then by the time it's you know what? I'm gonna text him instead, and then hang up halfway through the song.
Yeah. And then one of my other favorite ones that I use always is this for, it used to be default text message tone, but now it's Adam Carolla's son, just a waste of my time. It used to be this one.
Message for you, sir.
Monty Python.
Yeah. So this is just my.
Hello! Anybody there? Honey Boo Boo waits on nobody.
Have you watched that show yet?
No.
No. It's just a waste of my time.
It's like a train wreck.
Oh, that's what it was. It's because you mentioned me on Twitter with Ehnother Podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you went, because we have a Twitter address, right?
Yeah.
I suppose I could totally give you access to it. It's no big deal.
No.
It's just no, I don't need another.
I've got my own.
You have your own.
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
that, I've got two. Because I have access to Silver Spartan's Twitter as well.
So you're gonna need 3 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because today, we're sitting down. It's 11:45.
Yeah.
And then, we're going to be leaving soon and
Yes.
heading over to something new for me, but you've done it before.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing radio,
Yeah. And,
proper radio.
proper radio, and James will have to try to restrain himself from being able to drop the F-bomb here and there.
Yeah, well, you know what? Today's podcast is brought to you by not swearing. I'm gonna be,
A little bit of practice.
right now. A little bit of practice, because I've been trying to think about it all week, because there's just times in the podcast where if I get worked up, is there somebody there with it? Is it on delay? Tell
No,
me. It's not?
No.
There's no, do we have a producer?
No, there's going to be. I don't think there's going to be anybody in there.
How do we get in?
I've got access. So because I'm a volunteer there, so
Okay.
that's so it is. It's volunteer radio. It's what's called community radio.
Yeah.
So as long
At
as
this
you-
point in time, I've not listened to it yet, but in the ride over, we'll
Yeah.
listen to it. So that way there you can't say, have you ever listened to the radio station before?
Have you ever listened to radio before?
Well, I've listened. Okay, I listen to radio. The one that I listen to the most actually isn't even from Sudbury. I listen to 102.1 The Edge in Toronto
Okay.
because radio stations in Sudbury suck. Like, they all suck. I know I can tolerate Hot 93.5, Q92 to an extent. The country radio station.
It's not Hot 90.
It is Hot 93.
It's the new Hot.
It's the new Hot 93.5, but
Been there for 2 years.
I'm
It's
just
still
saying,
new.
I can't stand it. And the one thing, if you were to take the best new rock music and a little bit of the old, that's what 102.1 The Edge is. It's just all good
Yeah.
rock songs. And, like, you don't hear any Katy Perry or Justin Bieber shit.
Why not?
Because they suck. Katy Perry's just eye candy and she's beautiful. But that's the only thing.
What, you don't like the little girl, Justin Bieber?
No.
No?
I don't like. This is like the. I got roped into this now, talking about Justin Bieber, and then I'm going to hear about it on work. Like, my buddy Tim will come in, and he'll be like,
Talk about it,
yeah, there you go. You talk about Bieber again. You must love Bieber. Because for a while there, I don't know if you noticed my Facebook page, because I leave everything logged in, even if I'm at work, whatever. So for the longest time afterwards, I started to have to lock my computer, because there was, like, him or my buddy Rock going on, and they changed my thing to I Love Bieber, right? And put a picture of him or something like that. So, so then it just made its way into the podcast. And actually, it's kind of funny because I was going to talk about Bieber because he was sitting down with Ryan Seacrest. Have you heard about this?
No.
He's like, I'm a man now. I don't want to be a teen heartthrob anymore. He's like 18. It's like, what a fucking retard. There. See, I couldn't do that.
You talk about Bieber, you're going to swear.
Yeah, we talk about Bieber and I'm gonna swear. So yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, until he grows some facial hair, I don't listen. So
Do you listen to K-Rock at all?
I've
to the
listened
podcast?
Yeah, I've listened to some of them so far
Yeah,
since our last outing, as it were.
because I know I have certain podcasts that I listen to, right?
Yeah.
So I'll listen to mine, which is now ours, I guess.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter, right? But I'll listen to this one
Yeah.
because I'm self-serving. No, what do you? I don't know.
Yeah, to be honest,
Told myself.
to be honest, I listened to this one as well,
Yeah.
and about halfway through it, I get a squirrel, so I don't get back to the second half of the podcast.
No, I will listen to I will listen to the whole thing. There's points and times where I go, okay, this, but I don't listen to it to be like. I'm trying to think of the right word. It's not. I'm
To
not.
hear yourself?
It's not to hear myself,
Yeah.
but it's more to make sure I'm doing what I want to do with it.
Almost like you're critiquing yourself.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
critiquing
to,
myself,
what
exactly.
you can do better and everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Not that I wish I had an awesome radio voice. Because then I was later on what do we do at the radio? What do we do at the radio, eh? I don't know.
Hey,
Like,
hey.
do you play the song, come in right at professional, when you go, this is CKLU 96.7 FM, time is 1 o'clock, and the weather outside is nice. No, not like that,
No,
right?
not like that, but it's pretty much, it's going to be something like this, our format, and once in a while I'll throw it to like a song, but you see the songs that we play on for the show, even on CKLU, they can't play top 40. So some of the comments I've noticed on yours, like, play Slayer. It's like, no, can't play Slayer.
yeah.
So I've been going through some of the songs last night actually, and all week, and just some of this. We're gonna be playing some score, a lot of score type of thing, because you can't get that in top 40. There's none of that in top 40.
When you say top 40, are you talking current top 40? Or like
Past, present.
we can't even play like Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, even though it's called real music, and it's like, okay, that music was actually in a movie? Like,
We probably could. But if it's in the top, like I wanted to play some Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear Rob Zombie on the radio, and I'm thinking, okay, this is an odd song. Okay, this one, Two-Lane Blacktop is, okay, it's just one of 2 tracks from his best of that he did a few years back. And I want to play that one. I go look on Wikipedia for it. Yeah, it reached its peak, was 39 on the top 40. It's like, no, I can't play it.
Yeah, because like it almost seems kind of odd that
now I go into looking at score stuff, and you think, like Howard Shore, he's actually a Canadian composer. He did The Lord of the Rings, Dogma, all that. But the most famous composer out there, he's been around since like Hitchcock days, because that was one of his first movies, was John Williams. And I can't play 5 of his songs, 5 score pieces, because they're in top 40.
That's ridiculous. Like, so what do they do on this radio station all the time? Just talk?
Well, they talk, and they'll play like local bands as well as stuff, and just
yeah. Because there's some. I've done some research for a friend of mine before.
Yeah.
And there's some good local bands that I actually know. That's in quotations.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of them that I could actually contact and see. Hey, would you mind if we played it on here? I actually bought the album.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's just volunteer radio type deal. So there's actually some good bands out there that live in Sudbury and that we could put on there. It's just too bad that it's just too bad you couldn't go like, yeah, here's the Sheepdogs.
Yeah, because now they're famous now.
Wait, is it Canadian top 40 or American top 40?
Both.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. So
like, I can get some music. I can literally get some music, and it's all like independent artists. I can talk to a friend of mine. He has an independent music podcast from all over the world, and I can say, hey, can you do this? Can you ask, or can we do this? And he might be able to give me access. That's why I was trying to ask you the other day, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So I actually do have.
Yeah, because ultimately, like for a little while, we would be playing like music from movies.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's going to be something where we're going to be talking about movies and what's going on, and then just throw it maybe like as a little breather. We'll throw a song on and say, like, this is so and so from Sudbury, and this is their song. It has nothing to do with movies.
Yeah.
But that's where the music thing will come in, and the REEL will be us talking type thing. That's the ultimate goal of the whole thing. So I'm gonna have. Probably in the next month or so, we're going to have some guests on as well that are in the industry that are from Sudbury.
Oh, that's cool.
So my cousin, he's currently filming a movie in Sudbury, the Jason Priestley one.
Yeah.
He's doing that one.
There's 3 I heard in Sudbury right
now.
But let's talk about that later. Let's you don't want to go, did we say that already?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Well, this is sort of like an introduction to people. It's like,
yeah,
and I have no idea if we can actually get the show onto a format so we can for other people. Because my sister is asking me because she's at work when we do the radio show.
Yeah, there'd only be one way, and that would be to
listen. Yeah.
But there's another way, is that I can leave the computer on and record it and then put it on after as a secondary podcast.
We can do that.
That would be, that I don't know if. Well, let's see. How much time does it say I have on here? 22 hours and 43 minutes of recording time.
Oh, okay.
Just on that hard drive.
So we'd have to race back.
Yeah. Well, by the time we left here, it'd be like going on 3 hours, and then I'd have to find it and cut out all the rest. That's the most annoying part. That would be.
And the other thing too, you'd have to like. Sorry, I had a squirrel moment there.
You did. I saw you. I saw you. Is there any windows at this radio?
No, there's no windows.
Okay.
There's windows going into like the upper calf or whatever. But your neighbor was washing their glass door. They're not doing. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
So it looked like somebody was throwing something up or something like that. It was hilarious.
All you saw was the white rag.
Yeah, like
what?
Squirrel.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you'd have to, if you were to record it like that, you'd have to take out the music.
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
it would be really annoying.
so let's just make sure everyone listens to it. And even though this will be up after our show,
Yeah.
make sure you listen to the show too.
The show too. Yeah. Well, I don't even know if I'd be able to do that because it would be like hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if the power goes out here, then I'm kind of screwed, right? So what's the
Yeah.
point in doing
And
it?
you've had
I've had
a few times where the power's gone out.
I've had this morning. There was like I'm cleaning up and getting ready to go do groceries and stuff, and power goes out for like a second, and comes back on, and it goes out. Damn it! So now I'm like, okay, I have, because I live in an apartment building, so that now it's like I need to take a shower and I need to do dishes. Yeah, I'll go take a shower.
Prolong the dishes.
We'll put the dishes off till later because, like, I want to make sure I have hot water. And, like, no one's up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, yeah, I still had to go do groceries. And so I'm sitting here going, power doesn't come back on. I'm screwed, right?
Yeah.
So I can't go do groceries and come back and the power still be off because then, it's bad form to open up freezers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, because you seal in the cold and everything.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait. So I'm sitting here and I'm listening to actually the Kevin Bean podcast,
Okay.
and I'm listening to Ralph, and he's talking. There was something you had mentioned earlier, and I was like, no, Ralph totally did that today, and it was like just weird. Anyhow, just sitting there listening to it, and then I hear beep. Dang it. Actually, that's not what happened. Is I was like kind of falling asleep on the couch, and I heard
to Ralph Garvin.
Listen to K-Rock, just kind of taking it in, right? And so at about 7 o'clock, that candle there, the Febreze one, I lit it, and then 2 seconds later, the power goes out in here. I'm like, weird. Whatever, I clean up, I leave it. So I'm laying on the couch here, listening. I get up. I'm like, I'm just going to go lay down in bed. So I blow the candle out, and then power comes back on like that. I was like, what?
It's the magic candle.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that's so weird. Like, yeah, well, I'm not going to light the candle anymore. But yeah, like last night I was up late doing laundry.
Yeah.
And because I had nothing to wear today to the radio. All my clothes were dirty because
It's okay, I got a face for radio. That's what my mom always told me. So.
And I was also cleaning out the hermit crab thing last night. The crab
You're cleaning
tat.
your crabs.
I was cleaning my crabs, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was cleaning my crabbitat. So that was fun. They were kind of pissed off at me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, they get mad.
You're crabby?
Yeah, they were crabby. They started throwing around shit in there. They're like...
Well, what are they, crabs or monkeys?
Oh,
They're throwing around crap.
I made it all nice after I cleaned it out and cleaned the sand and put new sand in and this and put them in, new shells, nice clean shells to pick from. And the first one starts climbing up the one thing and he starts throwing everything around. Then the other one, he finally comes out and he starts moving around and going through water and washing himself and walking on top of the food. Then he goes right up on top of the coconut and he's trying to climb out. It's like, wow, this one's really upset.
There's a wind. You can't get out.
You can't get out. No. So it reminded me of when I seen him up on top of the coconut, even though he's not like a crab, like in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
But he was like,
Yeah.
with his hands up in the air.
Pictures, yeah.
His pictures up in the air. It's like, yeah, he was kind of pissed off. So, but Finding Nemo is in 3D in the theaters. I think it'll do well again. Cause
Why are we talking about movies again?
Well, when I'm talking about Finding Nemo,
okay.
Finding Nemo is like. Do you want to do an estimation on how much it does? Does it stay under 20?
Well, here's the thing. The Resident Evil's already brought in close to $500,000 from his midnight show on Thursday night. So it's already got the jump on Nemo.
Yeah, but does it make more than $20 million second time around?
I think this weekend is going to be tough to say. Just because some theaters it's pimped as a 3D movie, so it has to play in 3D. So it's only they say it's a limited run, but the limited is theaters that have 3D. So that's why they say limited. But also the run is also a limited run as well, because last year they put out what movie was out last year? Lion King.
Yeah, right. And it was only for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and we ended up having it in Sudbury. We had it for about a month because it was doing so well. But
so is Disney doing this? We should be saving this for later, I know. But is Disney doing this whole?
Yes.
Let's bring back a classic movie next year. They might do Aladdin or whatever else. Who knows?
Yeah, they've with Lion King they did Beauty and the Beast. For the last few years though, they've done Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was like, Disney made that.
Yeah, they made one Nightmare.
Oh, if you would have said, if you would have just kept rolling with it, I would have almost had to check to make sure, because you're this guy who knows everything about movies.
Yeah,
and if you wouldn't have corrected
For
yourself,
some reason, I keep on getting the two of them confused. I have no idea why, because I've seen both and I know exactly what they are. They're totally different genres. But yeah, they've done that a few times, and I don't know. Did I say that I work at the theater?
before, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When we first got 3D, we had the opportunity of getting, or I don't even know if we had the opportunity of the choice, because we don't really have the choice of what movies we get. We're given from on a corporate level type of thing.
Yeah.
And we thought, we always joke around, like, well, we could have had this movie, we could have had it for a while too, and everything, for Nightmare for Elm Street.
Yep.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Before Christmas, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And we never got it. And people guests used to think that, oh, how come you didn't get this movie? It's like, well, it's limited run, and it's out on DVD. Go ahead and go watch it. You know, it's everyone's seen it and everything. So, you know, but with the Finding Nemo in Sudbury, it's in the AVX theater.
Oh, okay, that's the big one.
Yes, the big one.
The new one.
Yes.
The newer, not new one, but let's say renovated, bigger, better. Better?
Oh yeah, batters and good. Yes. Yeah, because it's a 7.1 surround.
Yeah, you said that last time.
Yeah,
was,
and
is there more speakers in there?
it's 7.1 surround.
I know, but is there more? Okay, because before there's
It was
speakers.
5. No, it was 5.1. Yes, there was like additional speakers on the side, but it was just pumping out the same left and right anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, it's a 7.1. They redid all the speakers. They even took down the screen. Like, we had a promo for it on one of the pre-shows. It described the entire thing. It takes like 4 weeks to convert one of the theaters into the Ultra AVX type of thing. They take down the screen and they rebuild behind it so they can hold up the newer speakers, and then they put the screen up in front of it, which was really cool, because I remember you were working there, and you know how when we were running film, the curtains would move.
Yes.
With whatever format. If it was scoped, then the curtains would come in flat, they would stay type of thing. Or if they were already in, they'd go flat, then come back out.
Yeah.
Well, we always had issues with the motor. Like, anything you have with running a business like that, you're going to run into problems, especially with mechanical ones. So we turned them off. It's a lot easier, and you get better picture quality as well. Like, I tend to look at it as you're watching Star Wars at home on your, not on your TV, but
it's on my TV.
Well, because you're going to get the extra thick bars watching Star Wars.
Oh, you mean like
the wider box,
widescreen?
Widescreen, yeah, you get the widescreen movie for that. But even if you get a widescreen TV, one of those ones that they sell now, LED or whatever, you're gonna get those bars anyway, but not as much.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I look at it as at the theater. You're playing Star Wars there, I get the bars at the top and bottom. But if you're playing a comedy, mostly, it's full screen. And when I say full screen, I don't mean full screen like yours. Full screen is in like you're gonna have tiny little bars. It's still widescreen.
Yeah.
you know. But it's full to us at the theater. It's a full screen, which is kind of cool because when it gets to 3D, we had, what was it, the guinea pig movie there, G-Force.
Yeah, G-Force. Yeah.
It was in scope. You see the bars on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
But it was in 3D as well, so they sent it to us in flat. No, really. But the bars were top and bottom,
Yeah.
like scope.
Yeah.
But
I remember because I was there for it.
Yeah,
when
but
I
their
was there.
action was going into those bars as well,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool, actually. That's a kind of cool way of doing the 3D. You see commercials nowadays for 3D movies, especially like for Finding Nemo. They even got a trailer online where it's scope, but the characters are like forcing themselves out of the box type of thing, to prove the fact that it's 3D type of thing.
Wow.
Like it's not going to be like that at the movies.
Yeah.
It's still going to be out at your face type of thing. Like that's the easiest way. Those are the easiest movies to convert. Are the animated ones, especially the computer animated ones.
Yeah.
Because you can actually, because they're all in layers and everything, and you
Yeah.
can actually see what's back there
Yeah.
for the 3D. So,
As I remember when I was there, the Toy Story playings.
3. Were you there for
Well,
3?
I was there for Toy
2.
Story 3, but the 2 weeks before, they played the
Oh, yes, we had the
package deal,
double feature, yes.
the double feature,
Yes.
which was absolutely 100% retarded. Because you sat there for like an hour and a half, and then there was a 20-minute break, and then you sat there for another hour and a half. And it's like, a lot of people went to it, but it was just like, ugh. Like,
Well, and the thing with that, too, is we had to keep an eye on it because it was one of our new theaters that we had it in. And because of an intermission, we had to physically turn off the lights.
yeah, I remember
You
that.
know? So,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember having to go turn up the lights, and then there was a countdown. And
Okay, we're
come back.
just going to talk about movies? Or?
No, but I just remembered it. I was just saying.
Okay,
I
now-
remembered it.
Before we get off the subject of it, though,
Yeah.
Finding Nemo in 3D, and you said that Toy Story, because your connection to Toy Story, because it was playing there and it was stupid, because it's sitting through like almost 3.5 hours of like
Yeah.
Buzz and Woody. Well, with Finding Nemo, they released a Toy Story 2.
Really?
All the Walt Disney movies, like all these animated movies, especially the Pixar ones, they always put a short film in front of it.
Right. I remember.
Yeah, and they've done, I think it was 2 of them so far, and now this one they put another one in front. It's the Toy Story cast in a short before this one, and it's called Partysaurus Rex. Yeah, it's hilarious, and it's how Rex is not a dolt, but he's clumsy because he is a plastic toy.
Yeah.
Hard plastic toy. He's a dinosaur with a big tail, and small arms type of thing, So he comes in and he ruins the whole what they were doing. It's like, oh yeah, Party Wrecker Rex, I think that's what he called. Mr. Potato Head calls him. And then the little girl who owns him, now, I don't know, am I giving them spoilers here? Because nobody's seen his Toy Story 3, what happened at the end. You seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the girl comes in because you hear her mother say, it's bath time. Can I bring a toy? So all the toys spread. They don't want to go in the bath, and Rex is left there standing by himself, and he just falls over because what they do, And then, so Rex gets chosen to go into the bath, and there's already bath toys there.
Yeah.
And it's this big scene. I don't know. You remember the opening sequence to Toy Story 3? It's this whole big sequence.
Where
Big
he
train.
goes up and-
No, the opening sequence.
I don't remember now.
I looked at it as being like, okay, I was really hoping they were going to, continue on with Andy. There is rumored Toy Story 4. So I really want them to, maybe continue on with Andy's story, because what I took from Toy Story 3, the opening sequence, was that was almost similar to what he played as a kid in the first one, only he was playing with toys. You see it in the montage and during the credits of all the stuff, and you see the his sister come in and wreck stuff. But it's pretty much the same thing. But the opening sequence of Toy Story 3, I look at it as being, oh, Andy is a computer animator now, and this was his demo reel type of thing.
Oh, maybe.
You know, that would be cool if
Yeah.
they were to like hear this podcast and say, "Hey, you know what? That guy from Northern Ontario," but they would say probably Southern Ontario because they don't know where we are.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. That's a good idea. We're gonna steal that.
That's pretty smart.
But the short, this one and the last one, they did Small Fry, which is a Buzz Lightyear adventure.
Yeah.
He gets lost in the ballroom of this McDonald's style restaurant, and a McDonald's type Happy Meal toy takes his place. So Buzz is left there, and he's with all these other left behind Happy Meal toys. It's hilarious too, and there's even one there for because Disney owns it. They put a little toy. I believe it was a real toy of a Happy Meal, but it was from Condor Man, the old Michael Crawford Disney movie.
Mm.
But it's like the one toy that it's like that could have been real, you know. But these shorts are all done by Pixar Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they opened up a studio there a few years back. They're based out of Vancouver, so and that's their primary goal. It's just short films. So Buzz, Small Fry was the first one, and now the latest one is Partysaurus Rex. Eventually, I see them. If they haven't rumored for Toy Story 4, they got all the models there in their computers in Pixar Canada. I wouldn't be surprised if they're working on Toy Story 4 there.
Yeah.
Because they are working on, for next summer's, next Pixar movie is Monsters University.
Is that like Monsters Inc.?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Is it?
Yeah, they go to Scare University.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Is John Goodman gonna be in it?
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
that's awesome.
and to get onto the whole 3D thing of Disney re-releasing movies in 3D, Monsters Incorporated comes out December 19th.
This year?
This year.
Wow.
To catch them for the buzz for...
Wow.
It's funny, too, because I worked at the theater when Finding Nemo was there. I worked at the theater when Monsters Incorporated was there. And we're getting all these re-releases and everything. And they do a classic film series
Yeah.
at the theater. And this month it's Sunset Boulevard. I wasn't at the theater for that. But they also do a Saturday morning show where it's they do family favorites. And I go through the list. It's like, I was here for that. No, I was here for that one and that one. So I can name off, like, there's a few of them there. Like in December, they're playing Elf.
Again? Like Will Ferrell Elf?
Yes, yeah.
Go.
Yeah. And what's cool about those ones is, like, they're called family favorites.
Is this coming through satellite feed or what?
It's whatever they send us. It won't be satellite feed. It'll probably be a hard drive or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But it's only $2.50 ticket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so it's like Saturday morning, you go and see a movie. Like
What time?
It's usually 11 o'clock.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, not for us, but you know.
Well, next week, you're gonna have to co-host your own show alone with basketball. What? Basketball team.
Radio
Yeah.
or this.
Radio.
This will be fine.
This no, but I'm looking at the time, going, okay, it's 33 minutes. If we get an hour out of this one,
You split it in two.
then we leave, and then I'm supposed to record one with another friend of mine, so I can put it on as well. He's been wanting to record,
Yeah.
so
When's he showing up?
it's supposed to be tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
There you go.
if not, then we just have a week lull,
Yeah.
and then get back to it the week after, because next week's tournament is actually at Laurentian.
Is there a tournament?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because McGinty Monday starts.
Yeah, I know McGinty Monday starts, but we can talk about that because that's a real interesting subject, and I believe the government has overstepped its boundaries on it.
Oh yeah.
Like totally 100%. You're a lot closer to this than I am.
Yeah.
Because your wife is actually a teacher.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, they have said you can't strike. Your wages are freeze for 2 years, and to me, it's like you're wage freezing a teacher. And the whole thing is everything doesn't matter what it is, gas, food, everything's going up.
Yeah.
You don't price freeze gas.
No, they don't.
You don't price freeze food,
No.
but you price freeze. You wage freeze a teacher who's doing something, that they picked as a career to deal with little assholes at school, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. And then, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, from what I understand by reading all this and talking to a few people, is that the only thing they want to do is have their sick days just kind of roll over or keep them in case something happens to them later on and they need those sick days to go into.
Yeah, because what they want to do, what the government wants them to do, is limit them to a certain amount. I can't remember what the number was, and no rollover. Like they don't want them to be able to save them, type of thing.
Well, the whole thing is teachers are. I remember maybe my teacher was sick once.
Yeah, it's the
In a
same
while.
thing. Same thing with my wife. Like she's not sick that often.
Yeah.
But when she is,
Yeah.
it's definitely like like it is a sick day type
and
thing.
so they get. I don't know how many sick days they get, but say they get a
Yeah.
week because who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But say they don't use them, there should be a little bit of. If later on, say you get, I would say extreme case, like you have cancer,
Yeah.
right? And you've never used any of your sick days, then you should be allowed to use those up and then go from there.
Yeah.
After,
Yeah.
right? And that's how it works at my work too, where if you don't use all your sick days, you can, if you get really sick later on and you need more, they go back and they say you can use past sick days.
Yeah.
And that's all, from what I understand, they want.
Yeah.
Ish, right? And I think the government is really they're putting a lot of people, I wouldn't say in harm's way, but they're making people wonder, like younger kids will grow up and say, why be a teacher if this is going to happen?
That's what they're trying to do.
Right?
They're trying to make it so that teachers, they don't want kids to be teachers. They want them to be doctors or stuff like that. Like, so it's like you know what?
still need a teacher.
You still need a teacher to teach them.
Yeah.
You're gonna get generations of teachers anyway.
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna do this? Like,
It's because they want to put their foot down on something that they don't need to put their foot down on.
like what I
It's
don't
not costing billions of dollars.
what I don't get is the fact that these politicians that are trying to do this to the teachers and everything, they got kids.
Yeah.
So they go to school. So you're ruining your family's education.
Yeah.
It's like,
Because my daughter is in high school playing high school basketball.
Yeah.
And it could lead to a scholarship.
Yeah.
This stuff that they're saying, it has nothing to do with their after school activities because the teachers do it for volunteer anyways. And they take time out of their time away from their families and everything else, right?
Yeah.
To do it. But they do it because they love like a sport or
exactly.
you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes. They do it for the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen later on is I don't see that going away, especially in high school. Maybe in grade school, but in high school, I don't see that going away because, like, even right now, I think I don't know exactly what happened, but we were kind of wondering if they were going to, like, miss a practice here and there because of this. And so far, it hasn't seemed like it. I don't know if
I don't know what's about high school as well. I know that when they do a what's called a work to rule, pretty much they stick to what they were hired for, which is their subject,
Yeah.
and everything, and they don't do any extracurricular stuff. I don't know if it's reached to the high school level yet, if they'll like whatever, but
And the reason why
Yeah.
I say I think it's different for high school, there's one factor. One factor is that the Catholic School Board and their teachers union have already signed their deal. They're done and signed. So they do what they want. They still go on doing their extracurricular activities, their sports, their everything.
they
right?
caved. That's the thing.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but hear me out.
Yeah.
They signed. They do their stuff. They do their extracurricular activities, their sports, and da 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 da. Da. Now, public school, they're putting up a fight, and it's their right to.
Yeah.
I believe that. Don't go to meetings. Absolutely. Why show up to a meeting?
Exactly. Yeah.
Why? Were you hired to do meetings? No, you were hired to teach, right?
Yeah.
And as long as you are staying within your scope of work, then you're fine. But once you're in high school, if they don't have those extracurricular activities, those students who are looking, who are like smart, who are maybe hoping to get a scholarship,
Yeah.
will flip.
Oh yeah.
And they will have an easy time proving why they had to flip, because they'll say I couldn't play basketball last year because my school or my teachers or whatever else, and it is their right, but
Yeah.
the kids will hold it against them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I don't think, I think there's more implications if the high schools don't do their sports and stuff like that. At the same time, they need to figure out which way they're going to do it. Because I know at high school, at LaSalle, there's a breakfast club,
Yeah.
and that's outside.
Now, here's the thing with that, though. Breakfast Club is part of the school. It's part of that stuff. It's part of the school, whatever. It's part of your jobs anyway. Okay. No. Hang on. The Breakfast Club itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting the supplies, that's extra.
Yeah, but that teacher has to be there before school.
That's part of, yeah, and that, but
longer than anyone else, and then also after school she's usually there.
I know.
That can't be within the same scope of work as somebody else.
Now, see, what do when they go and get the groceries for the Breakfast Club? That's outside. That's outside. They don't have anybody coming in to deliver it, whatever.
So her
So-
scope of work is to do breakfast club.
Well, part of it.
In this case, the teacher at LaSalle that does this is a girl.
Okay.
And then so she does it, but if she's not to do anything outside her scope, then she doesn't go get the food. Then there's no breakfast club.
Exactly.
Then she's technically not doing her job.
No, because there's nothing to do, and you can't go outside. There's so many different things
Yeah.
that, like the government hasn't taken into effect. Like, to be quite honest, teachers are the most important. It's the most important profession. I look at it.
Yeah.
Like I work at the theater. People come up to the show. I'm not trying to be full of myself when I say this to the other the other cast members up there, but when we had film, that's the most important job there, because that's the reason why people go to the movies.
Yeah.
That right there, they go to the movies. Now, between them getting their ticket and going to sit down, like, oh, I'm gonna get some popcorn. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink. All that stuff is in the middle of coming in there. So I say, being a projectionist is the most important job. But there's like so many jobs out there.
It was also the best job.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't knock that fact that it was actually the best job.
Of
there.
course, mind you, like I said the last time too, is like I was at, I think I mentioned it. I was at a reunion there about 10 years ago for Summer Spartans. I didn't mention that was a projectionist. It's like, well, you put like Fight Club, yeah. You put the little pornos. It's like, no. It's like,
Yeah,
So
I have a
stupid,
reel of porno.
Yeah, we get them all the time. You know,
Yeah.
that's why you see so many people in raincoats coming up to the theater.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no actual porno theater downtown.
There's no theaters downtown anymore.
Rainbow's there.
No, well, that's almost like a multiplex anyway, because they got 6 screens in there.
How do they have 6? They only had 3 before.
No, they renovated.
Yeah, but they only had 3.
That's before they went to Rainbow.
How small are these freaking theaters? Like, because it's still the same area.
Probably what size of your apartment.
Yeah. Jeez, like 6 theaters in there.
Yeah.
Used to only be
Yeah, like
3.
there is different sizes of them and everything too, but they had ended up renting off space, I guess, from another store that was there. If you go downtown to the city center, you'll see that big mural next to the grocery store. That's all the theater.
I thought that was
behind
a theater
there.
before too.
No, they might have had they might have been bigger theaters. And they just chopped them off, whatever, and everything.
Maybe, but
There was
Still.
there was storage back there. There was maintenance rooms or whatever. I don't know exactly, but yeah, they got 6 screens down there.
have you watched the movie down there?
Every chance,
I
chance, if we go down there, if there's something playing down there that I didn't get a chance to see up here. Yeah, we saw. What was the last one I saw? Popper's Penguins.
Oh.
With Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
So
They still got Lord of the Rings at Rainbow City.
Rainbow.
Rainbow?
No, we're gonna be talking about something else.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that they seem to have movies longer than, like, the week before the DVD comes out. I'm pretty sure they still have Avengers.
Yeah, they do. Is that Fruit Fly?
Yeah, it is. It's the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
No, but
Hey, don't knock it, man. They got the Dark Knight Rises this weekend.
did they?
Yeah, they
Oh.
finally got it.
Did
So
they?
that means it's gonna be coming on video soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it?
Damn it. Nope.
No?
Fucker. He's the fastest one ever.
Yeah. What do you think it'll taste
I thought it was
like?
playing at IMAX. I thought it was
It
playing
is IMAX as well, but IMAX is only it's
Science North.
Science North, and they only play 2 shows a day. But we'll get that to later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on because I got questions about IMAX. You'll know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 11:30. We've been doing this for 47 minutes.
It's awesome.
Yeah, of course. And if we talk till 12, then it's like an hour and a half, right? Because then we got to be there for 1, so that works out perfect.
Yeah, and we got paid for parking.
We're gonna
too,
pay for parking.
Yeah,
How much is it?
$2 an hour.
What? We're there
Yeah.
for an hour and a half, so is that like $250?
It'll be a bit more because we gotta walk upstairs. Sorry, dude, I forgot to mention that. There's
That's okay.
stairs
Okay.
outside and inside.
That's okay. That's okay. So where on campus is this thing?
It is, you know where the Great Hall is? It's right upstairs.
So can people look into the station and see us?
They can, but they can't get in.
They can, but they can't get it.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry, I'm distracted. It's not a squirrel moment I'm
Yeah.
having, but I just noticed my phone was flashing blue, and somebody had mentioned me in
In a tweet?
a tweet or on a Facebook post,
On a Facebook post? Yeah.
and it's because of there's a article written online about what we were talking about, teachers and all that.
Yeah.
Very good article.
Yeah.
And it's this guy doesn't normally voice his opinion or get political on Facebook, but he talks about McGinty and the rest of the Ontario government. What are they doing to teachers? Is wrong.
Absolutely.
And again, this is a wonderful article written by a devoted teacher. Read it. And in brackets, he wrote, "Thanks, OJ."
There you go.
So there's 2 people that like it. I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna hit like. Why not?
Yeah.
So
What kind of phone do you have?
I got a Motorola.
Yeah. You like
No
it?
idea what it's called, but it's a smartphone.
It's a Razor.
Is it? Did you get it?
Fucker, yeah.
Yeah. What does it taste like?
Ugh.
Bananas or apples? Get it? Fruit fly.
Rotten pear. I think those are the new Razors, aren't they? I don't know. It looks like a new Razor.
This is Jost's.
Did you see Joey's post?
What about the projectionist?
Yeah, I started laughing. I was like, "That's the best." That was like one of the. It was too bad. There was too much like noise up there, and like it's too bad you couldn't get together. Like like tell him Steve Dave. Just
Oh, sorry.
would have been perfect.
Yeah. That was Joe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because he's like, oh, it's just like the projectionists. That was probably like if you have a guy like Francis, okay, Francis is a great guy, right? And you have Ray with, he is very set in his ways views.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
No. He's
very he knows what he likes.
Yeah, and he's passionate.
And he's passionate about
Yeah.
it, right? And he'll let you know if it's
Yeah.
dumb or not in his view, right? And it most likely is dumb if he says it's dumb.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's and then you have you with your background of movie knowledge and everything else knowledge. There's another one. Fuck you.
You didn't get it, did you?
I did. I squished it.
That one was Apple.
Yeah. Apple. Yeah, and then me just trying to wrangle it in and ask the questions, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be weird for you later because you're the main host, of the
Yeah.
show. So
Yeah.
you're going to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna jump in once in a while and give your opinion on something, but no swears.
No swears, yeah.
No swears. Worked all night. I didn't go to bed till what's beside the point? Stayed up till probably about 2 o'clock.
So you have show notes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect. I don't know how to read, though.
What the hell? Then I'm driving then.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to talk to you about is I can give you write access to the webpage. This is people don't really need to know this, but I was like, I can totally give you access to the podcast page on WordPress. You just like an admin, and you can go in and write stuff for like a blog or whatever else or whatever else you want.
Now I saw what you wrote for the 9/11 thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I read it. I read enough of it,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But I was on my own little random searches there the other day, and it happened to be on September 11th.
Yeah. Well,
And actually, no, it was the 12th.
it was the 12th, but
Yeah, but I was looking at stuff and everything, because I always go to the website, to see what you posted up, and okay, because I didn't see it on the 11th, and but I was hanging out with my sister on the 11th, on I don't know what you would call it. It was new DVD day. We call it DVD Lose Day.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday without the T and DVD replacing the T. Anyway, so we were talking about it. It's like, what's the big deal about 9/11? What, type of thing. It's like, what? Like, I don't know, something happened. I guess it's the 11th anniversary of 2001. I guess.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But I'm going around and on the Wednesday, and I noticed on IMDb they always have birthdays, and it's Jason Statham's birthday on it was this past Wednesday, on the 12th. So I posted on my sister's Facebook, because she's always doing like today is such and such a day type of thing, eh? So I put it on there. It's like Happy Jason Statham Day with the quotations there, and at the same time I still got the IMDb page up. So I go look on the birthday, all the birthdays for that day, and you can actually click on your birthday. You select your birthday and everything. So I go and look up. I've done it before, but I'll look at it again. Because not that more people are born and become celebrities. It's just that people become celebrities and they just happen to be on your birthday.
Yeah.
Type of thing. It's fresh crop, as it were. But have you ever seen the show Spartacus, Blood and Sand?
Yeah, Spartacus. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a show on.
That was before when I had the movie network, and then they changed the package with.
They changed everything, all the titles and everything. Anyway, the star of that, Andy Whitfield.
Yeah.
Him and I share the same birthday. He's 3 years older than me. Now, the only thing is, he passed away on the 10th anniversary of 9/11. No, not yet.
Not yet.
All
Oh.
right. But yeah, I didn't really think of that. It's like that guy's that. When I looked on all the birthdays, like that, on the star rating thing, he's near the top, and it's like, is that the guy? And as I'm like in mid thought, I click on it anyway. It's like, yeah, that's the guy. So, have you ever seen any of those videos that he's done with the gaming guy?
No.
It's hilarious, man. You gotta check him out. He does one where it almost looks like it's Time Crisis. Him and this other guy. He's I'm not gonna say because it's more of a stereotypical thing, but it's an Asian guy, but he's American, eh? So
yeah.
But the guy's hilarious though. They do that. There's another one on there where they do a rocket launcher jump. They did one for I don't know if it was either Call of Duty or another one. Oh, Battlefield. That's what it was. They did one for Battlefield, and there's the rocket launcher jump was hilarious because he's got all these like his buddies, and they're trying to get this terrorist whatever, and you're trying to find it, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
It's gonna come to the mic, and you're gonna bam. Look at that peak, man. Look at
Yeah.
that.
Got him.
Yeah.
Again.
So the videos are hilarious. There's one with it's called New Guy. And he doesn't do the work. His rookie partner says, let me do it. So he goes and he shoots everybody, trying to rescue the girl and everything. They rescue her, it's like, and they take off the hood, and it's Eliza Dushku. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, where's, I can't remember the guy's name now. It's like, really? Well, you took pretty long. Oh, whatever. So it's like she's not even appreciative that he did all the work type thing.
Well,
it was hilarious though.
Speaking of birthdays on IMDb, I remember like before I'd be like checking, like if you click on an actor, and you'd be like, oh, he's the same age, or she's the same age, or wow, she's not that much older than me.
Yeah.
You hear that? You know who I think that is? That it's Kate Beckinsale. She's not that much older than me.
Well, you know what? I always like to say, I always listen to people talk to and everything, and they're always like I could probably say something more. And then I think about something else, and it's like, why are people always like one-upping each other? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I always give the question of, okay, can you name 3 celebrities that share the same birth year of you?
Yeah, Rosario Dawson.
Okay.
Wait. No. I know the only reason why I was bringing this up because Rosario Dawson, when she was in Clerks, I checked up, right?
Yeah.
And for the longest time, her birthday was listed exactly the same day as mine, May 10th, 1979, the exact same day. Then one day,
It changed.
it changed.
Yours or hers?
Hers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I was bringing it up. That was my only one story. But off the top of my head, she's the only one that I know that is
Okay.
79. But if I go and I'm like, oh, you're born 79? Really? No?
Yeah. So I've always like have it in my head. It's like it's not that it's better 3 than whatever other people say, but mine is dog voice, Christian Bale. Adult film star, Jenna Jameson.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah. There's one more because it's 3. And he's also somebody I look up to by looking down. Seth Green.
Seth Green. Yeah.
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken. Yeah.
I'm not saying that's better than
now
Jenna Jameson, but
now you told everyone how old you
well, they can
were. To look
whatever.
it up, right?
Yeah, well, it's a perfect year, and then in a few weeks.
I'd have to actually look up and see who was the same year as me because I know.
Well, it's a little bit harder for on IMDb because you can only look up your birthday. You may be able to look up birth year another way.
I'll just check out Wikipedia. That's probably the easiest.
I really like. I know nobody can really see your computer and what you're doing, but I really do like your Google page.
Yeah.
It's like she's wearing glasses.
Yeah, that kind of worked out that way. She is wearing glasses actually in the photo.
Yeah.
But yeah, anywhere. There's a whole bunch of names in there. A whole bunch of people.
Born year.
Yeah, I remember. And Heath Ledger. There.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Joker.
so we got Batman going between two of us. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And Rosario Dawson. That's the only one. Claire Danes.
Hey, you're older than Heath Ledger.
Yeah. So Claire Danes.
Claire Danes,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. James McAvoy, Kate Hudson, Rachel Lee Cook.
But that's Xavier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Jennifer
you are
Mor-
bald too.
Jennifer Morrison. Jason Momoa.
Who's that?
Isn't he the Conan the Barbarian?
Oh
Later.
yes, that's right.
Evangeline Lilly. Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
I never said that. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Luke Evans.
Luke Evans, who's that?
That's
Black guy?
no, Luke Evans. This guy here.
I can't see.
He's in the Immortals and stuff.
Oh, with the Harvey guy there.
Yeah.
Henry, whatever his name is, gonna be Man of Steel.
Dexter's sister. Jennifer Carpenter.
Oh, yeah, his wife.
Yeah. So I have a few. Maggie Q.
From Nikita?
Yeah.
Did you ever see her in Live Free or Die Hard?
Yeah. Actually, she's really awesome in there.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
bad they killed her off, though.
Yeah, they should have
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah. Adam Brody. I think I might have a better year than you.
I think so.
Yeah.
But you can only name off two, so you only have to make you have to. Sorry, the hard part for you is you have to remember three.
Yeah.
So
Oh, sorry.
three good ones.
Did I say Adrian Brody? I meant Adam Brody.
Okay, now you just suck.
Yeah, now I'm just, yeah.
No, you got Rosario, you got Heath, Claire Danes. There you go.
Oh, and Ryder Strong. You can't forget about Ryder Strong. So yeah, like Heath Ledger. That's right up there.
Yeah,
I like how
top three.
they
Yeah.
list. Here's Aaron Paul number 1, and then number 2 Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I don't think it's by birthday.
No, it's by Star Meter.
Yeah.
Because I think if you were to click on Heath Ledger's birthday and look up birthdays on that day, he'd probably be number 1.
Oh yeah.
You know, what the, you know.
Duh. What was the last movie? Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Yeah, but he didn't finish it though.
No, I know. That's why they had the other 2 guys.
Yeah, they came in and do other characters.
But it
with
made
his
sense.
character.
It made sense with the story. Eh?
Yeah.
So do you? We. There was something else I was going to talk to you about before we end.
Okay.
Wow, 74. You're old.
Shut up.
Well, that's 5 years older than me. He's the same age as my uncle.
Yeah, I'm probably the same age as most of the cast members I work with. I'm probably the same age as their dad, so, you know. 37. I know, but this is my year, 37.
Yeah. Are you one of those type of people that says, "This is my
No, but the
7th anniversary of 29 or whatever it is"?
No. It's because my sister and I, because I think I got her into it, but we both got into Kevin Smith around the same time.
Yeah.
And with Clerks, there's a running gag in it, or a start of a running gag, where Dante and his girlfriend, they're talking about people they slept with, whatever, you know.
37.
Well, that's how many dicks she sucked.
Yeah.
You know. So later on, you know, they have an argument. You know, it's like, and then she runs off, and it's like, and he yells at her, "Don't suck dicks on the way to the parking lot," whatever. You know. But it was like what, 37 in a row, you know.
In a row.
Yeah. But the first thing she says is like, well, how many have you gone down on? It's like 36. Is that including me? It's like 37.
Yeah.
So later on, like, it's become a a lucky number for Kevin Smith.
Yeah, 37.
So if you ever check out his jerseys, whatever one he's wearing, whatever, it's always got 37 on
It's
the
got
back.
37, and then the movie always ends in 37. I think it's seconds.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's always
Like, with the exception of like Zack and Miri and Red State, they don't.
Yeah, but I thought it was divisible by 37.
You just gonna go with this?
I'm just gonna make up facts.
Yeah.
No, yesterday I was at HMV with my wife Tara. Right? So for those that don't know her name's Tara.
Tara?
Yeah. So go to HMV. I'm looking for the monster truck. EP.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It's good album.
Yes.
5
it is.
songs, but yeah.
So it's
I
called an EP.
yeah, it's EP. Yeah. EP. What does EP stand for? Extended play. There's only 5 songs.
Yeah.
That shouldn't there be like 20 songs? Anyhow, so we go there and we're at the front of the counter. She's like, look at that. So at the front they got like this Big Bang Theory cups. You look, but they had a pizza cutter.
Star Trek.
Yeah, and it's the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
And I was like, if she wouldn't have been there, and if it maybe was $10, I probably would have bought it.
Yeah.
Right? But I didn't look at the price. So I'm like, oh, cool. Right? So we're walking out and I see Darth Vader. Like a kind of like a bust of Darth Vader, but it's for like coins, eh?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at work I have like the 3-inch Darth Vader.
Okay.
And then I have Lego Star Wars alarm clock of Darth Vader at work beside each other. And so I was like, oh, wicked, right? Because Darth Vader is like probably, if you think about it, well, he's probably like the reason I like Star Wars the most, because he's this guy who, ultimate badass, but at the end, he's a good guy, right? And at the beginning,
we're talking about like.
I'm talking about the like
original
the
trilogy.
original, right?
You're going to a Randall.
The OG
thing.
trilogy,
Yeah.
or yeah. Anyhow, so I was like, oh, cool. I grabbed it and I'm like looking at it, trying to figure out what it was, eh? Because I didn't know it was like a piggy bank, eh? She goes, "You're such a fucking geek." I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, you like the geekiest things, right? I'm like, I don't like make fun of the stuff that you like. She's like what? I'm like Grey's Anatomy, and she's like, you watch it with me. I'm like, well, I tolerate it. Right? She's like, no, you like it, and da. But just because it plays in the wintertime doesn't mean I like it.
Now, I was speaking of Darth Vader and that and merchandising.
Yeah.
I happened to, because I had to print off a story for the radio show. It was about Star Wars. I looked at all the merchandise they had at Celebration 6, and they had this Jar Jar Binks plush whoopee cushion. So you actually get to sit on Jar Jar Binks. But you said Darth Vader, and that reminded me that one of the things I saw was a salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Darth Vader,
Darth Vader?
the Stormtrooper.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. They could have even used Luke or something.
Oh, but it's white
Salt.
and black because salt and pepper.
I know.
The artwork on it looked awesome. I
Yeah.
wish it would be available on their store or something like that. But a lot of their stuff was only available on certain days. Like they had, I think her name is Madge Jade. She's a character that ends up becoming Luke's wife. I think. I don't know if all the
Yeah, so
I'll
when you go outside the
movies.
original 3,
Yeah.
there's like...
But she's a character that would have been, if they were to do it, she'd be in the next trilogy.
Yeah.
It would be 7 to 9, which people are still pursuing George Lucas on trying to do. They just want to do it.
No. It's all in books.
Yeah, and it's
can
like,
read
and that's the thing too. It's like
Right.
you keep on pursuing him, but he's the one that okays all these stories that you see out there.
Yeah.
All the merchandising, all the novelizations, and everything. Like the first real Star Wars novel that I read, and I'll only read probably again, is Shadows of the Empire, because it takes place from takes one character, an original character, and goes from Empire on Hoth to Return of the Jedi.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it bridges that gap as well.
Yeah.
And
Well, all those books they kind of fill in and then they go past, and
yeah, because it got Solo's kids
yes,
are in it too,
and apparently Solo's daughter, with Leia, becomes like one of the most powerful Jedi of that era, kind of deal.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I never read it. My friend Sean did, and he told me about it. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna go past reading it. I'll watch a movie.
But this Shadows of the Empire, they made it was a cross-platform deal. They made a novel. There was a comic book series adaptation, as well as it was one of the first games for the N64.
Do you have a Wii?
I have a Wii.
Yeah. Have you ever played
Force Unleashed?
Yeah, 2?
I got both. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I started playing the second one. I haven't really gotten into it. I just wanted that. I got it for the PS3.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You have to do it on the Wii. Cause
Yeah, somebody told me, like, even with the first one too, you got to play the first one on the Wii as well.
Maybe I should. I got it. I can lend it to you. You can try it on the Wii.
I can't. My Wii is fried.
What did you do with it?
I have no idea. It's got to be something inside. I tried cleaning it. It's not reading the disc. It's giving me an error. So I know exactly what's wrong with it. I ordered the tools.
Yeah.
And I can't get 2 of the screws out.
Is it triangle screws?
Yeah, that's what and that's the one I ordered. Because I got 3 of them already out. But it's the 2 that are just underneath the faceplate.
You know, you can probably go to Hawk Shop. Get $40.
Go there.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. And what's the point? November 18th. Is this going to be a product placement? So we can get it something free? November 18th.
No. What do we need first? Here, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to put it on the website.
Yeah,
okay?
November 18th.
No, wait. Just wait. I'm going to take a picture of this and the microphone we're using. If we need anything. we need anything. We need a new microphone.
Yeah.
So
if anyone out there,
if anyone out there wants to send us a wicked microphone, we will send you someone, whichever unlucky friend it is, to suck your dick.
No, we won't.
No.
We'll mention you, say thank you very much, and we'll send you this mic.
Yeah, we'll send you. I will send you this mic as a thank you. Yeah.
No, but November 18th, the new Nintendo system comes out.
Yeah, the Nintendo U.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll stick with the Xbox actually.
I've been I don't know what it is, but I got a PS3, and but all my systems, I still have them all the Nintendos.
Yeah.
So I'm like OG.
OG.
Right?
OG OJ.
Yeah.
OG OJ.
Yeah.
That's what I should call the podcast. OG OJ. Yeah. So that's pretty good. I thought I said it would be an hour and a half or an hour and 12 minutes, and like it's almost time to leave.
Yeah.
Like, jeez. I'm gonna need a coffee too, because like it's not that you were boring earlier and you saw me yawning. I was like,
yeah, it's just it's like
this.
one of those days where you just want to.
No, I went to bed at 12:20. I woke up at 4:30. I've been up ever since. I went out and did groceries, and because if I would have fell asleep this morning,
We wouldn't be doing this.
we wouldn't. Like, not that the house was messy, but it was dirty
We'd be doing the podcast from the grocery store.
from the grocery store. Well, just before OJ got here, he texted me and he's like, "Running a little bit late. I'll be there soon." I'm like, "Okay." So, but what I didn't tell him is I was actually putting away the groceries that I bought from the grocery store, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I better hurry up because he's gonna be here soon."
Now, what I didn't tell James was I texted him because my brother-in-law said, "Yeah, your wife, my sister," type of thing. Like, my wife, his sister.
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
try to say it from his point of view. She's on her way home with coffee. So I texted you saying, "Okay, running late."
Yeah, running late.
So I'm waiting instead of like coming
But
on
what
the way
else?
to get a coffee
Yeah.
and seeing your wife.
Uh,
Yeah, so I waited around, and again, I helped her with groceries because she went grocery shopping too.
Oh, there you go. So, Twitter. You're on Twitter?
Yeah.
OJ
OJ Costello.
Costello.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to spell that for anyone. It's
No,
pretty
if you go to
straightforward.
you spell it on the website. Right?
Yeah, and you got a KISS T-shirt on.
Yeah,
in your thing,
yeah.
so people know. And then you got Subway Spartans.
Yeah.
At Twitter.
Yeah, it's
Is
just
it Subway Spartans?
Yeah, it's just Subway
Twitter?
Spartans. Yeah.
Okay. And then I got Ehnother podcast.
Yeah.
At Twitter.com. And then the Real APOC.
You still got that?
Yeah. Of course.
So
I think that's still what it's called, actually, the Real APOC. It's pretty funny, eh? Yeah, because you know what? That APOC in that movie was pussy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Because he died, right? And he should have been cooler. So, and it's kind of funny because I have a lot of followers on Twitter. Like, how many followers do you have on Twitter?
Probably 5. 5?
Yeah, I have 120.
Yeah.
So you know what? If you put the real OJ, right? I'm just saying, you might have a few more followers.
No, it's okay.
No?
Well, you look at Kevin Smith. He doesn't even do Kevin Smith. It's
That
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, but everyone
Yeah.
knows he's that Kevin Smith. I mean, there's...
Do you know another Kevin Smith?
I do. Detroit Lions.
Yeah, there's also another one too.
Well,
He's
that's
an actor,
another one I know.
but he passed away a few years back.
Oh, did he?
He played Ares on Hercules.
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like yesterday I was listening to The Edge, and they're talking. This guy calls in and he's like,
Oh my God!
"What?
Another one?
Another one? They come back to life."
Is there a body around here or something?
No.
Okay.
They're talking about the get rich quick schemes and stuff like that. They started talking about that guy who used to. You remember the commercials you see? I put ads in newspapers and I made money and you can make money too and blah blah blah. Do you remember that guy?
I think so.
Okay, well anyhow, the radio host says, "Yeah, he killed himself." I was like, "What?" So then I go check up, like da 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 da. And then I find out his name. Then I check. Yeah, he killed himself in jail because they said, "Yeah, what you're doing is kind of weird and wrong because people send you money. It's like fraud, eh? Because no one makes money but you."
Yeah.
So he was $54 million. He was in jail, and he was like, I don't know how he did it, but apparently he wrapped himself in a blanket and slit.
Oh, slit.
Yeah, slit himself so that the blood wouldn't drip all of him, and he killed himself in jail. I was like, oh, I didn't even know.
Well, at least he
killed
was
himself.
appreciative for the cleanup,
Just wrong. Yeah, but yeah. So 1 hour and 20 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good, and then this will go up, and then it'll be up after the show.
Yeah.
So pimp the radio station for a few minutes.
Well, it's CKLU.
Yeah.
It's 96.7
FM, but you can also go online.
You can go online. You can stream it on their website too, off their website and everything. Like everyone does it nowadays.
There's a couple apps. I don't know if you can get an app for your phone. There's an app called TuneIn Radio.
Yeah.
And you can actually get it on there.
Yeah.
It's on there. They have radio stations from all over.
Yeah.
Ironically, you can't get K-Rock on it.
Really?
Yeah, I tried.
You tried other American ones?
Yeah, some other ones work. But yeah, so you can get it on TuneIn. So you just look up Sudbury, Ontario.
Yeah, you just click on whatever one, the CKLU.
Yep,
Yeah.
CKLU.
And the website is cklu.ca.
Yeah.
So if people are unfamiliar with it.
And if you're on Facebook, you can get the real music, right?
Yeah.
REEL.
Yeah, and it's you go to facebook.com, and to go right to the page, it's REL, Real Music on CKLU.
I thought that was pretty good on your part.
Yeah.
Were you thinking about doing that before I messaged you and said Facebook?
I was thinking about it, and then you just pushed me.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
I'll push you.
And it took me a while. Those sound waves that are on there are the same thing, and it looks like film.
Yeah.
I had a piece of broken film, and I was just looking at it. I was like, I should do that. I was gonna do more to it, like time code on it, but people wouldn't understand that.
You wouldn't understand that.
I was gonna put little Adobe Digital logos in between all the sprockets and everything. So.
That might be copyright infringement.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I can do that.
So I guess we gotta go, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for sitting with me.
Yeah. And
Another
all
episode.
the nice fruit flies
Fruit
joining
flies.
us too.
You don't have fruit flies at your house?
No.
No.
We don't have fruit long enough.
No,
so-
but I have them at. They're at work. They're at everywhere around. I don't know what it is with this building. Some around this time of year, fruit flies. Boom, everywhere.
sense the bodies somewhere.
Yeah, well, he's swatting flies. He's like he's gonna attack them. But the most annoying thing is that one flies there all the time. Like I've killed 2 of them today.
Yeah.
But my wife will kill me later
What?
because she had this homemade concoction of apple cider vinegar and
Does she listen
dish
to
soap. Yeah, no,
this?
but she's still gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And dish soap, right? And it's in this little jar.
Okay.
Just there, and they fly to it, and they're attracted to it, and then they die.
So
They're in the thing, but I took them away this morning because I didn't see anymore. So now they're all fucking back, and I'm gonna die later. Okay, well, for another podcast, this is episode number 7, I think.
7, yeah.
7, yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. It means the world to me. It really does. Ehnotherpodcast.com. You can always find everything that you need for the podcast. There's going to be photos, videos. There's a video YouTube channel that will be going up very shortly. More details on that later. It'll probably be called Ehnother Podcast. So follow us on Twitter, ehnotherpodcast.com at Twitter, whatever. Thanks for listening. Bye.